Now, my husband is an enabler. He is. And that's a good thing, and then it's a bad thing. But the really great thing about it is that he's supportive of me in this paper crafting stuff. So I really appreciate him for that. When the Cricut first came out, and I'm not quite sure when it did, in the early 2000s, they only had this 6 by 12 inch model. This was the first Cricut that came out. The price of this machine at that time was $134. And it came with the George and Shapes cartridge. Your Cricut machine will come with an owner's manual, a user manual. You'll see up at the top, in the top right hand corner, that it's in English, in French, Spanish, and German. Inside the little box, and some of them don't come with the box. With the box like this. Some of them come in this blister pack. The box opens up, and in here is the little book for this particular cartridge, the George and Basic Shapes. There are instructions in several different languages. There are step-by-step instructions in whatever language that you use. Plug in and turn on your Cricut machine. Place the Keypad Overlay on the Cricut keypad, and that's this. When you purchase a box, it'll look like this. This is your Keypad Overlay, and every one of these is going to be different for every cartridge. So you cannot use this keypad for the George and Basic Shapes for the mini monogram. You won't get the expected results. So you put your keypad, and here they're just all a bunch of little square keys, and this just fits right over and sits on there. Right, now I've plugged it in, and I'm going to turn it on, which is this button here, and it'll make some noise. Oh, I've got to put in the cartridge, and that goes in right down here. Down here with the little Cricut guy facing out, and you just press it in there, and then you saw this light come on when I did that. The cutting mats, this is 6 inches wide by 12 inches long. This plastic protective sheet you peel off. Oh, this is tacky, and this is what holds your paper on. These are my 6x6 scrap papers. There's an edge over here with the measurement marking, and there's an edge over here, and just forget about that gooey. But you line up your paper inside those areas. Now the gooey that's on here helps the paper to stick and hold on while it's cutting. So press that on. And then you put that in and load the paper, and there's a button right here that says load paper. So for this demonstration I'm going to do flowers. Right on the keypad right here there is a flower, and there are 2 flowers. The black one is just press that button and you get the black one. If you use the shift key and select the flower, you'll get the upper one. So I'm going to choose one flower, and I'm going to shift and press that same button again. And what size? That's 2 inches. I don't know if I have this thing set up right, but here we'll go. Alright, so now I'm going to press cut. Now I'm going to turn the machine around because you need to see this. Ooh. This is where the cutting mat thing comes out through the back. So you need to have, from the back of the machine, you need to have an open space back here of 12 inches or more. If it bumps up against a cupboard or a pile of books or some hard thing, this will not work right. It'll stop and it'll go back on itself and you'll have a mess. So you need to have at least 12 inches of open space behind for this to work correctly. Alright, after it's done cutting, then you press this other button. Oops. Right next to it, it says unload paper. So I'll press that and it comes out. As you peel your paper away, then what's been cut out is there. And okay. Be careful with any sharp tool. This is a pokey tool. You don't want to go digging on this thing. Just carefully get under your paper and lift it until it releases. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to put this paper back on. I need to change that one. It's set at 2, 2.5, 3. I want to make it 3.5. And that's going to be 7, so I'll do 3. And I'm going to put the paper back in and load the paper. Oh, it didn't go in correctly. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to do the same again. That flower and shift, and that flower and cut. Okay, that's cutting over here into this, so I've made a mistake. I need to unload the paper. Well, this will work well enough as an example. This is a 2-inch flower, and this is a 3-inch flower. Oops. So I have 2 pieces of 6x6 loaded on this sheet, and I'm going to load the paper. Alright, I'm going to press the flower and the shift flower. Then I'll turn that down to 5 inches. Now I'll press cut. I'm going to turn this so you can see. As it comes out the back. Okay, so I would need to have that much room back here to make sure that that paper didn't get bound up. Now I'll unload paper. And I'll take this paper off. Oh. Well, that's going to be an interesting flower. That one has 2 colors. Alright, again, here is the 2-inch flower, here is the 3-inch flower, and here is the 5-inch flower. And I'm only going to do flowers for this demonstration. I'm not going to do anything else. Alright, when you're done, you put this plastic liner back over your cutting mat thing. Which sometimes can be a chore in itself. The advantages of having a Cricut, and there is the Pink Scrapper, I think is what her YouTube channel is. I'll find it and either I'll put a link down in the description. I seem to have better luck down there, where you can go to her channel and you can watch what she does. These, the Georgian basic shapes, you can get some of these phrases here, and you can cut them out from 1 inch all the way up to 5 inches. They've got letters and shapes. And if you have something complicated like a strawberry cupcake or a birthday cake with candles, some of the cartridges have things like that. In the instructions, in this book, it will tell you what you need to do to get that birthday cake with the candle. there will probably be several pieces to do. You can choose the paper that you want. You can use like 8 or 10 pieces of paper to build that birthday cake for the frosting and the cake and the sprinkles and the whatever you want to do. That's one of the good things about this Cricut, and it's advisable to have multiples of these sheets. And I'm not sure how much they are. These are probably $10 or more a piece. You can get these at your local craft store. They do last for quite a while. It's not like one cutting and that's it, it's done. There are people, and I have done this, when the sticky is off and you put the paper on and you put it in the machine and the thing starts cutting and your paper is shifting because it's no longer sticky, you can take this to the sink and wash it, the whole thing, with soap and water, and get all of the paper pieces out of there. Use like a brush, a vegetable brush or something, and get that all cleaned out. And then this has to dry, and it has to dry really good, totally dry. And then you'll need, whoops, you'll need some kind of two-way glue. Let's see, yeah, two-way glue. This stuff, when it's wet, it's blue, and when the blue goes away, when it's blue and you put something on there, it's permanent. But you let this dry and it becomes clear, then it is just like this is. You can put the paper on and peel it up and it'll be released. So you can use this. They have sprays to put on this to make it re-sticky. There is some kind of a website, and I don't know how it works. But on the back of the Cricut, and even on this one, down here at the bottom, I'll try to get in close. Right down here next to the power cord, right there is some kind of a doobity that plugs into your computer, and you can access the Cricut website, and you can create, you're supposed to be able to create whatever you want, whatever kind of design, anything you can create there. And they've got more things, and you can buy them digital, like, and you don't have to have these cartridges and you know. So I hope I've given you something to kind of think about. So, hey, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, if you haven't subscribed, please feel free to. And I appreciate every one of you that stopped by and watched my video and leave a comment, and each one of you that subscribe. So, now I am hot. This old lady is busting out in. Alright, I'm glowing. Oh man, am I glowing. So I'm gonna get out of these hot lights and find a fan. Alright, now you go show someone how special they are, even if that happens to be you, by purchasing a new piece of equipment. Until next time, bye!